Are you taxed enough already? Yeah! Do you want more taxes? No! All right, well, I need your opinion on some things. This is a great survey I can do here. So I want to start out with a question. In your opinion, we just had a $700 billion stimulus bill, and that was passed when 2/3 of the country, the polls show, were totally against that bill. Do you favor that stimulus bill? No! That stimulus bill was passed without getting any of the congressmen a chance even to read thoroughly through the bill. Are you in favor of that? No! The Obama budget that was just proposed, that Congressman Marchant mentioned, the Congressional Budget Office says that over the next 10 years, this budget would triple our national debt to $17.3 trillion, putting that load on our children and our grandchildren. Do you favor this new budget? No! This budget's also going to bring back the death tax, which is going to take 50% of your money and your assets when you die, and it's going to destroy family businesses. Are you in favor of bringing back the death tax? No! The government's now taking over. They're actually firing CEOs of private companies. They're taking over GM. Are you in favor of that? No! I didn't think so. Yesterday, the president, in a speech, gave a speech, and he said about the economy, he said that the one thing that all economists agree on is that in a recession, now the usual line goes on, you don't raise taxes. Oh, President Obama said yesterday the one thing that everybody agrees on in a recession, you don't cut spending. Do you agree with that? No! I didn't think so. So I have the same opinion as you do. And my question is, are we willing to do something about this? Yes! I think we've got to. And today has to be the beginning of the process. And so one of the things I want you to do, I'm looking around, some of you, grab your cell phone, okay? If you don't know how to do texting, ask your son, your grandson, or who else, okay? I want to give you something so you can follow up after today. What I'm going to send you is a booklet I have that'll have all of your Texas federal representatives, your state representatives, your state board of education, all of their phone numbers, their emails, their addresses, so that you can keep on them from this day forward. This is all you have to do. Text. I want you to text, and this is the number, 29222. Just text to the number 29222 and put in the message, put T, T-E-A. If you will text to 29222 and put in the word T, I will send you a link where you can get all this immediately. You can have this to follow up for this day forward. And I'm not going to give your information to any outside groups, not going to sell your information. I'm wanting to empower you so that this is the beginning. Did you know that last Wednesday in the state Senate, our state Senate in Texas passed a bill, Senate Bill 855, that is going to allow, if it passes, a whole bevy of new taxes on local communities. Are you in favor of that? No! Now, I'm hopeful our governor's going to veto it if it actually gets through the House. But we have got to be vigilant, both in our state and federally, about what's going on. I want to end with a story. This is a real story, but I think it's about what this day is all about. A few years ago, I was eating lunch, minding my own business, and I opened the newspaper, and I saw something I had never seen. It was a picture of senior citizens holding picket signs. And I went, oh my gosh, what is going on? And I looked, and these seniors had been told that they could not pray over their meals or sing gospel songs on their piano in the senior center because it was a government building. And I went in to our young attorney in the office, and he was fresh out of the military, pretty aggressive guy, and I showed him the newspaper, and he said, I'm going down to talk to these people and see how we can help them. And he got down there and he talked to the seniors, and they said, you know what, we're the has-beens, we're the nobodies, we don't have any power in this town. There's these 4 people on the city council that control everything. But we just had to speak up. We knew we weren't going to win, but we just had to speak up. We never thought anybody would come help us, much less lawyers for free. And so this young attorney comes back to me and he says, okay, this city doesn't deserve to be warned, they deserve to be destroyed. And I said, no, 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 no. We're going to do as to others we'd have them do unto us. We're going to send them a letter, tell them they ought to read this thing called the Constitution. and that they should do the right thing. Well, to our shock, they came back actually in the press and said religion's not allowed in any government buildings in the United States of America. And so we had a press conference. And at this press conference, we had all the seniors there, and we filed a lawsuit. And I did something I'm sure every media consultant would tell you do not do. I turned around for some crazy reason, and I said, do y'all want to say anything? And Barney Clark comes out of the corner. Barney has a cowboy hat, a bolo tie, a western suit, it's the only suit he owns, and cowboy boots. And he walks up to the microphone and he said, I fought in World War II for these freedoms, and I ain't going into a corner to pray. They can arrest me. He said, they can arrest me as long as it says what I was arrested for praying. He turned around and he walked in the back of the room. About an hour later, I got a call from Bill O'Reilly's producer saying, we want the guy in the hat. That started Barney's whirlwind tour. He ended up testifying in the U.S. Senate. He ended up testifying all over the country about our freedoms. And I'll tell you this, at the end of this lawsuit, there was a federal injunction in place that they can never interfere with these seniors again when they want to pray over their meals in the senior center or sing at their piano. And we even got a little bit of damages they didn't know just so they could have a party to celebrate in the senior center their victory. Now, and here's where the story gets really interesting. People saw what these seniors did, these people that supposedly didn't have any power in their community. And they said, you know what? I think we can do something too. And so they held a recall election, and they threw all 4 of those city council members out of office. And about a year later, I got a call, and it was from one of the seniors. And that senior was now one of the new city council members of that city. You know, those seniors didn't think they had the power, but they did. And you do too. Don't let this day be the end. Let this day be the beginning. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the state of Texas.